Hey friends, Neff here. Welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow, episode 21. Like I said last time, we were going to take on Sickling Road today, but first, pulled out some TMs. We're going to give Execute Psychic, and TM21 is Mega Drain, but he can't learn it until he evolves, so we got to get him up to level 28 before I can use that. Anyway, we are moving west through Celadon so we can get to Sickling Road. Ignore my bad driving. So we have a lot of trainer matches to get through. I pulled out the Experience All item because leveling up Lapras, Chansey, and Execute all at once it would be a lot of switching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times all these battles by 2.5 instead of my usual 1.5, and we're just going to get through these as quick as we can. There's a lot of fights, but at 2.5 times, even with the Experience All item, it actually doesn't seem that bad. There's several hidden items on Sickling Road, so I'm going to be doing my best to get all of those. And none of these Pokemon are ones that we haven't encountered before. We've already encountered a lot of fighting types. We've encountered basically every poison type in the game. So I don't feel like anyone's missing out on anything or any important strategies here. Besides, their levels are lesser, so it's really not a big deal. Sort of unrelated to this game, I was double checking the changes between Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow and Pokemon Stadium, and I learned that in Stadium, sleep is, instead of being 1 to 5 turns, it's only 1 to 3. I think that's probably still worth it to leave Hypnosis on Gengar, but I have some reservations, so I might end up swapping that out for a different elemental move. I wish I had one more TM for Psychic and one more for Earthquake. I could really do some different things if I did. But that's the whole point of being a Pokemon Master, or at the very least, a League Champion. You gotta make do with what you got. You know, if I'm going to pull, multiples of this and that instead of just the limitations that are put on me, that's cheating. I guess technically the title of Pokemon Master means you have to have all the Pokemon, but obviously with only playing one version, that isn't an option either. I'm already kind of bending the rules by giving myself the trade evolutions. Couple of lucky criticals early on. Yeah, with 2.5 times, getting through this is pretty okay. When I actually go south to Sickling Road, Sickling? I don't know. Gravity pulls you downhill, so it makes getting some of the hidden items more difficult to get. I remember being younger and realizing that you don't have to go this way. You can skip this segment completely if you want to. Pretty nice. Although having done this in one episode versus the 2 episodes it took for me to get through, Route 12, 13, and 14, this is actually much more palatable. Although I think one of the reasons it's faster, besides the 2.5 times speed, is that our Snorlax is really pulling a lot of weight. Here's our hidden rare candy. The only new Pokemon that's here is Doduo. but Dodrio's not a very good flying type Pokemon. Pretty much all the Generation 1 birds are normal in flying, which does not benefit them really at all. I never understood why they couldn't just be pure flying types. But that's here nor there. Another big change in Stadium is some of the moves were changed, like Counter works the way it's supposed to work, and Focus Energy does exactly what it's supposed to do. Now it takes your base speed and it does some math with it and increases it rather than decreasing it by 75%. So that's cool. Still no reason to use Focus Energy though. Haze works properly. Hyper Beam, as I already have stated multiple times, in Red, Blue, and Yellow, if you use it as your killing blow, you do not need to recharge. You can use it immediately again the next turn, or you can just attack next turn in general. Now, even if you miss, or if it doesn't finish off the opponent, it still has to recharge, no matter what. You're going to spend 2 turns using it. So that makes it a little less useful. Not a big change, though. And then a weird one was Struggle. You could, in Red, Blue, and Yellow, still take damage, like recoil damage, when you used Struggle, even if you took out the opponent, but now that doesn't happen. I don't know why, just a weird change to have. Wrap is another one that I'd already discussed in a previous episode. With Wrap, it goes turn after turn. It can go up to 5 consecutive turns. But now in Stadium, when you're under Wrap, say Wrap was used against me, Hidden Full Restore, I could switch out and the opponent wouldn't get to use another attack against me. I could just switch out, and it would be a free switch, basically. Pretty handy. Fights like this are a little bit irritating, where they have like 4 or 5 Pokemon with them, and the amount of experience being distributed to everyone is like 20 or 30. I won't be using experience all forever, just a little bit longer. I've used Snorlax in previous runs before. Usually I end up making him take a back seat to other Pokemon because he takes so long to level. But I've been using him a lot this run, and I gotta say, my opinion of Snorlax has definitely changed somewhat. He hits hard, he's got decent MP, he can take a hit very well. That speed's terrible though. And as a result, you are, level for level, almost guaranteed to be hit before you can get an attack off. But between Body Slam and Earthquake, there's not many things that are surviving a hit. It's another hidden item around here. But you can't be moving when you push A to get the hidden item. Now I know I'm way too high. So when you're being pushed down, getting the item is pretty tough. Yeah, it does make it hard to steer. It makes it hard to pick up hidden items too. There we go. Max Revive. Bring that with us to the Indigo Plateau. We're already more than halfway done with all the trainers on this route, which is good because I'm tired of fighting the same poison type opponents over and over, and all these aggressive bikers that aren't very difficult at all. But I hear you say, Neph, you could have come to this place way, way earlier. Yeah, but there's a lot of places you could go to way, way earlier. There's like 3 different routes you could take to get where we are now. And all of them have Pokemon in the mid-20s to low 30s. So inevitably, one of these that we're going to run, we're going to be too strong for. So now there's a couple of trainers up here on the right-hand side that I haven't challenged yet. So now I'm working uphill, and as you can see, my speed is greatly diminished. These cue balls have the weirdest cod piece. I don't understand what I'm looking at. Snorlax is like level 42 now, so he has a slight lead on everybody. So I don't mind letting him faint. In fact, if he does, Experience All will divide the experience amongst that many less members, so that'll be somewhat beneficial. And somewhere in here. There we go. Another PowerPoint up. We're just about to the point where we're going to start using those on moves. And this cue ball is actually one that says something sort of informative. He doesn't understand why his Pokemon won't evolve. Well, because it's a trait evolution. You could talk to him again and he says something relevant to that topic, but by this point in the game, I have 2 trait evolution Pokemon on my team, and most people who are going to watch this already understand how the mechanic works. Wasting a turn using Light Screen. And then one more Voltorb, doesn't even wait to be attacked, just instantly KOs itself. So I only get half the experience for the second one, but at least everyone got something. We're going to be taking on some bird catchers, or bird, I don't know, the flying type guys pretty soon. That sign says something about discarded items or dropped items. Max Elixir, we'll hold on to that for ever, I guess. So now, this is the end of Cycling Road. And you can see that plot of grass to the south of us here. We have 3 trainers here. They all use flying types, so I wanted Gengar to just use Thunderbolt, that's all. Alakazam's gonna get a workout here very soon anyway. Excellent, took him out pretty quick. always right before a trainer. We didn't even have to move. Do I like your bird call? It's fine, I guess. But a decent level, fully evolved Pokemon, that'll get some experience for everybody. Even though it's less experience overall, I always get a little bit excited when they only have like one Pokemon. Because when there's only one, it's usually fully evolved and at a slightly higher level and worth quite a bit more experience. It also helps me save on power points, which is really the struggle I've had so far. Well, Chansey finally leveled up. But this fight right here, this is it for the alternative route to Fuchsia City. So now that we've completed it, there's not really anything else that I can do until we have access to Surf outside of battle. So good thing we're back here in Fuchsia, because we can go take on Koga and get the ability to use it. So I still have the Experience All item equipped. I'm going to hold on to it at least through the extra people here, the additional gym trainers. This video is a little short on time, so I want to knock out a couple of these guys before I cut the video. In case I didn't state previously, I did go back and heal after all that. And Lapras is only one level away from Body Slam. The shtick here in this gym, as pretty much all of the gyms have had one, is there's invisible walls, but they're not really invisible because you can plainly see their outline. Basically just means you have no choice but to encounter a handful of these trainers in the gym before you face Koga. But as you can see, these first two have been no problem at all. And we're making pretty good time. It's not that difficult. Again, my levels are far above theirs. Koga's another one like Sabrina, whose Pokemon are all like level 50. Or at least his final one is. But he's chosen Poison as his type, so he's pretty easy to take out. This fight was a little exciting because Snorlax got confused and hit himself multiple times, so I wasn't just steamrolling the opponent for once. Look at that, I've done like almost as much damage to myself as the opponent has. I don't think I'm going to go back and heal after these trainers. I want there to be some challenge, some sort of restriction. So I'll probably end up taking on Koga with the Experience All item in tow. Makes things a little bit more interesting rather than healing every time something bad happens. Super easy, because Arbok just wants to use Leer. And it is nice to know that a critical slash from Sandslash, who has a decent attack stat, barely puts a dent in me. Another wasted turn with Leer, but I'll take it, speed things along. Excellent. Alright guys, next time we'll finish off the gym and lots of other miscellaneous things.